gorgeous, welcome to this new episode in the Sensual Living series. In this series, we are discovering what it takes for us to choose to be sensually alive, to engage, maybe re-engage all of those delicious senses we've been gifted with in order for us to drink up this life experience that is available to all of us. And today I want to share with you the 4 pillars that doesn't only form the foundation of your sensual living, but really the core of the tone that you set in this lifetime. Now, at the end of this video, I'm also going to share with you a question that you can use to break through any stubborn patterns that are existing in your life. Those things that you seem to keep on recreating that makes no sense to you, and yet you're ready to transform. So stick around for that one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Let me know in the comments who you are and where you are from and what's happening in your life right now that you came across this video. I absolutely believe everything always happens in divine timing. My name is the Lady Elle, and I'll work with alphas to set a tone of love, truth, excellence, honor, and a lot of trust so that everybody can be impacted by them. And this is how we lead from the inside out. If you love this content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you can be notified every time I create new content, especially for you. Now we are still finding ourselves in a very externally driven culture where people put their self-worth based on either their accolades, bank accounts, their awards, their professional status, or their usability of others. So how useful are you to everybody else? How missable are you to everybody else? And of course, the danger in this external living is that your internal locus of control becomes really, really weak. And if you do not have a strong internal locus of control, darling, you will always just remain a puppet on somebody else's strings. So when you start delving into this work, of course, people are going to call you selfish. The 4 pillars that I'm talking about today all starts with self. Why? Because we cannot give to another that which we cannot give to ourselves. More importantly, we have to start realizing we set the tone, the energetic vibration of our lives. And everywhere that we go, we impact those people around us, which means we have to take total responsibility for ourselves first and foremost, and instead of continuously preaching and teaching to other people, just be the best version we can be every single day and joyfully share this with everybody else. And from there, they get to choose to have their own experience of us. Pillar number 1, radical self-love. Oh my God, honey, you are a powerful, energetic being pulling together billions of little particles and energy cells to create this, from where to create a human experience for yourself, for everybody who will ever get to know you, and the collective at large. Holy moly macaroni, what is there not to love about that? Now, maybe you have bought into the bullshit that you are supposed to be this perfect little molded Barbie doll based on who knows whose criteria, given who knows when, from who knows what mold they were living in. But at the end of the day, you are creating something uniquely you. Oh, I have so much love and appreciation for you for being the woman willing to do that and willing to own that. Now, here's what I want to say to you. Every little thing that you can think of as to why you shouldn't or can't love yourself actually contains the seed of why you can love yourself. So if you are struggling with self-love, go and write down all the reasons why you think that you are not lovable. and then flip them on their heads. Because ultimately, how you speak about yourself and to yourself sets the tone for how you will feel about yourself. And if you are right now telling yourself a really shitty story of why you are not lovable, then you have the power to start telling a different story of why you are lovable, and that will be your new vibration. The second pillar is radical self-acceptance. Look, we've all had those moments in life where we look back and go, "Dole!" And we can either sit and shame that and blame people, including ourselves, for having made those choices in life, or we can drop into the knowing that we can learn from everything, we can grow from everything, and that wherever those decisions landed us is the perfect place from which to make the next decision. Self-acceptance is so crucial, because every time that you make something about yourself wrong, you are literally rejecting who you are at your essence. Look, honey, I am absolutely the lovable, supportive, crazy, high vibe, grumpy, depressed, angry, passionate, ranting, crazy woman. I am all of that and more. I've learned how to accept all of these pieces, because when we do, we bring them all to the table. All of them have got energies to them. If we are rejecting any of these pieces, their energy has power over us, instead of us having access to their power to make choices in our lives. So why not, instead of rejecting any pieces of yourself because somebody told you that you're not a nice girl, why not embrace all of that for you? And then you get to choose which energies you want to play in, when you use the energies to create something spectacular for yourself, for other people, and you get to share all of yourself with yourself and the world. Which brings us to pillar number 3, self-appreciation. The moment we are able to drop into self-appreciation for all of who we are, we are finally able to appreciate diversity and everybody else. We get to appreciate that we all have our own soul values. We don't need people to conform to ours, and then we won't be frustrated because we think we have to conform to theirs. And you get to appreciate and love the diversity of the experiences the people around you are having as well. At the end of the day, I love a good cup of espresso with a little pinch of cinnamon. Not exactly everybody's taste. And I can also appreciate somebody else just loving a flat white with 5 spoons of sugar. Doesn't mean I want to drink it, but when I see somebody else enjoy it, I can appreciate that experience of them. It's also when we really start appreciating ourselves that we bring in healthy boundaries, because we don't need to mish-mush with everybody. We don't have to belong to the cult anymore. We can appreciate everybody for who they are, because ultimately we appreciate ourselves. And the boundaries really lead us perfectly into the 4th pillar, which is radical self-respect. Without healthy boundaries, you are never going to be the woman whose yes is yes and whose no is no, who values her time, her energy, her conversation, her intellect, her passion, her creativity, and also respect everybody else. It is really through self-respect that we create evidence of integrity and honor, which forms the foundation of self-worth and self-confidence. So those are the 4 pillars. Just to quickly recap for you: radical self-love, radical self-appreciation, radical self-acceptance, and radical self-respect. Which of those pillars really resonate as the next point of focused concentration for you, so that you can enhance that and thereby elevate your state of thrive? Now, I did promise you a question that will actually help you to bust through any old patterns that you keep on recreating. And we're going to use that to bust through the pattern of maybe not loving yourself, not appreciating, accepting, or respecting yourself. And this question is, what are you gaining by not loving, accepting, appreciating, and respecting yourself? Yes, this one is going to hurt. Whether it is a pattern of abuse or a pattern of not having enough financially, maybe it's a pattern of self-sabotage around your business or your body or your relationships. You are creating this pattern because there is a hidden benefit. Now, when I say hidden benefit, it doesn't necessarily have to be a positive benefit. Truth of the matter is, most of us grew up with negative conditioning, where we were continuously punished. But in that punishment, it was often the only attention that we received from a parent or from a sibling or from somebody that we were just craving some form of communication with. When we have these negative patterns of behavior, it's because it's either getting us attention, it's giving us an excuse not to show up on the table of magnificence, or maybe it's just you don't know who you would be without this pattern. So your brain is thinking, rather the devil I know than the devil I don't. So this is a powerful question for you to delve into with whatever patterns you feel stuck in, and then you get to choose, darling. You really are that powerful. Everything comes down to choice. If self-love is something that you really want to delve deeper into, then have a look at Unleashed Through Love. I have just opened up enrollments for January, so get the details. The link will be in the description. Would love for you to join us. It is full on 3 months, best journey ever. And that is available to you right now. Don't forget to like, share, and comment so we can empower more people to start loving themselves, accepting themselves, appreciating themselves, and respecting themselves, from which we can start creating a culture of love, acceptance, appreciation, and respect. This is how we bring transformation to the world. And remember, darling, you set the tone. Cheers.